Hey, Helen from crystalsandcrochet.com here. Welcome to part 4 of the Virtue Crochet Along. Now, I may have lulled you into a false sense of security because the first 3 parts have been fairly simple, but in this part we are going to build up all of the corners, okay, and at the end of this part your work will actually be square. So we're going to build up the corners, and we're also going to sort of flatten the sides and work these lovely puff clusters, lots of clusters and some shells and popcorns. Okay, so don't forget to download the PDF. Okay, make sure you've got your colours per round list handy. Take it slow, okay, read the pattern carefully, watch the video as many times as you need to. Okay, hope you enjoy. Okay, before we start, you need to mark out your corners. This is going to make sure that everything is straight. Once you've got your corners on, your central mandala, the round part that we've done now, looks straight. So what you're going to do is, coming from the chain 1 space of round 35, so that single crochet, well, here's our last chain 1 space, so we're going to come straight up from there and mark that stitch. Okay, if you look at the PDF, this is your first marker, so it's number 1 on the photo. You are then going to count to the left 54 stitches. Place your marker in the last one. Now, as a guide, I've put that one into the second back post double. Okay, so it's the one that, if you like, sits behind. So all of your markers will sit into a second back post double. Just help you to make sure that your counting is all correct. Okay, so 54 stitches, marker number 2. 108 stitches, marker number 3. Another 108 stitches, marker number 4. Another 108 stitches, marker number 5. And you will then have 53 stitches between these markers. Okay, so if you count that one as 54, and then you've got another 54, that gives you that side of 108 stitches. Okay, so get that done, get everything marked out correctly before you start round 44. Okay, because we are now going to be forming corners, all of your stitch counts on the PDF are given per side. Okay. And another little hint, keep your tension just slightly more relaxed on all of your single crochet stitches to avoid your work curling up and cupping. Okay, because there's often a tendency to make a single crochet stitch tighter than your other stitches. Okay, so round 44. We are going to join with a standing single crochet in our first marked stitch. So that is the one, you can then take that marker out. That's the one that lines up with the point. Okay, that's marker number 1. You're then going to single crochet in the next 50 stitches. Okay, so there'll be 51 single crochet all together. Okay, so 50 single crochet. plus the standing one is 51 altogether there. 3 stitches left. We're going to skip those 3 stitches, and then where our marker is, we are going to make a 3 double treble cluster, and then chain 4 and 3 double treble cluster twice. Okay, so double treble is normally yarn over 3 times. So just do 1 less yarn over, okay, in, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, pinch, pull out, pick up your slack, back in and through 2. That is going to keep your top loop nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, in and through 2, 1, 2 and 3 times. Okay, we're going to do that again because it's 3 double treble cluster. Okay, yarn over and through all 4 loops, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and typically, because I'm trying to do this slowly, I've ended up stretching my top loop there. Okay, I can take that marker out now. Okay, so yarn over 1, 2, 3 times, and through 2, 1, 2 and 3 times. Okay, and again, through all of them, chain 4, and again a 3 double treble, oops, 1, 2, 3, okay, so you've got 3 double treble clusters, 2 chain 4 spaces. Skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and you are then going to single crochet in the next 101 stitches. Okay, so you will then have 4 sides and 4 corners. Work all the way round. Okay, so you're going to do this 4 times. You're going to omit the last 51 single crochet because you've already made them, and join to your standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay, and remember, when you do your chains, same size as the top of a normal stitch. If you do them too tight, you'll cause this to curl over, and it will make it a little bit more difficult for your corner to sit nice and flat as we start to build that out. Okay, round 45, and we're going to join with a standing single crochet in the 3rd single crochet before any corner group. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, standing single crochet. Okay, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, that's the last 2 singles, and we're going to front post double around the next stitch, which is our first cluster. We're then going to make 6 double crochet into the chain 4 space. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, we're going to do that twice. So front post double around the next stitch, and then 6 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in the chain 4 space, front post double around the next stitch. Okay, so we've got 3 front post doubles and we've got 6 double crochet in each of the chain 4 spaces. We are then going to skip the next 2 stitches and single crochet in the next 18. Okay, so let me come back to you once I've done that. Okay, so skip 2 and then 18 single crochet, and then we've got a little repeat that we're going to do 6 times. Okay, so we're going to chain 1, we're going to skip the next stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Okay, and you're going to do that 6 times. Okay, so I've done that 6 times. I'm then going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, and single crochet in the next 18 stitches. Okay, which will bring us up to here. Okay, so we're going to have 2 stitches left before our next corner group. Okay, so make sure that you count carefully, because the skipped stitches are going to be worked into in a few rounds time, so you do need to have them placed correctly. Okay, so let me just finish these last few and then we'll go back to the beginning and see where we're at. Right, let's just check how many we've got there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, and there's number 18. Okay, and 2 stitches left. Right, so skip 2, front post double around the next stitch, which is your cluster, 6 double crochet in the chain 2 space, front post double around the next stitch twice, which brings us down to here. Skip the next 2. We're then going to single crochet in 18, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and single crochet in the next 18. Okay, so all the way round you're going to omit that last single crochet because you've already made it, join to that standing single crochet, fasten off, secure your ends, but I would recommend don't work your ends away until we've done another few rounds, because you are going to be working into those skipped stitches, so you don't want to block those by sewing your ends away. Okay, round 46, and we're going to join with a standing single crochet in the 5th single crochet before any corner group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We are then going to skip the next 3 stitches, and then we've got a little repeat. We are going to make a 3 treble cluster in the next stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 partial trebles and through to make our cluster. Okay, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and we're going to do that 4 times. Okay, so 3 treble cluster in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that means that we've skipped this last double crochet. Okay, then this middle stitch is our corner front post double crochet, and in there we are going to make a 3 treble cluster, chain 3 and 3 treble cluster. Okay, so again we are now forming more of a corner, and we've got a chain 3 corner space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and another 3 treble cluster in there. Okay, so you've got 4 clusters coming up, and 1, 2, 3, 4 chain 1 spaces, and then you've got in your corner cluster, chain 3, cluster. Okay, and then coming down the other side of the corner, we're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, okay, and then 3 treble cluster in the next stitch, okay, and again we're going to do that 4 times. Okay, so the last cluster falls into the first single crochet. Okay, we're then going to skip the next 3 stitches and single crochet in the next 14 stitches. Okay, so our 14th single crochet falls in that last single crochet before the chain 1 space. So then we've got another little repeat we're going to do. We're going to single crochet in the chain 1 space, and then single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Okay, you're going to do that 7 times, and you will then have a further 5 single crochet to make when you get to the other side, which will actually bring you to this position. So that will be the last of the 5 single crochets that you make after that 7th repeat. Okay, so it's skip 3, 3 treble cluster starting in the last of those single crochets, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. In your corner front post double, 3 treble cluster, chain 3, 3 treble cluster, excuse me, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 3 treble cluster in the next stitch, 4 times. The last cluster falls into that first single crochet there. Then going to skip the next 3 stitches. You're going to single crochet in 14, and you then single crochet into the chain 1 space in the next 9 stitches 7 times, and you will then have 5 single crochet left to make, just to bring you up to this position again. Okay, so work all the way around, all 4 sides. Obviously you're going to omit the last single crochet because you've made that here. Join to that standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Round 47, and we are going to join with a standing single crochet in the 4th stitch before any corner group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and then make 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So that's the last, the last of the single crochets that we're going to make 2 double crochet into. Just pull that up a bit more so it doesn't slide off the table. There we go. Okay, and then front post double around the next stitch, and then our repeat is to double crochet in the chain 1 space and front post double around the next stitch, and we're going to do that 4 times. So that's 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so that takes us up to our chain 3 corner space. Okay, in the chain 3 corner space we're going to make 3 double crochet, 2, 3, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. Okay, so that's our corner made. And then coming along here, we're going to mirror what we've done on the other side. So we're going to front post double around the next stitch and double crochet in the next chain 1 space 4 times. Okay, so our 4th repeat brings us here. We're then going to front post double around the next stitch and make 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So that's the first of the single crochets. Okay, so it mirrors exactly with this side. Okay, then we are going to skip the next 2 stitches, and we're then going to single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Okay, and again as we work across the side we've got a repeat where we're going to be skipping stitches. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. And then our repeat is to chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, and the middle one of those 3 will be made into the single crochet made in the chain 1 space. Okay, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and we're then going to single crochet in the next 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so again, as you start again, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next 3, and that second one goes into the single crochet made in the chain 1 space. Okay, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so you're going to do that 7 times, and then as you come along towards this end, you will have 4 extra single crochet to make. So you will do 5, then another 4, which will give you 9 to match with here. Okay, so skip 2, then in the last single crochet it's 2 double crochet, then front post double around the cluster, double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, front post double. In the corner it's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, front post double, double in the chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, front post double, 2 double crochet into that first single crochet, skip 2, single crochet in 9, and then you start your repeat. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in 3, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in 5. Okay, so as I said, you do that 7 times, then an extra 4 single crochet after the 7th repeat, work all the way back round to the beginning here, join to your standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends, and you can see our corners are starting to form. Round 48. Okay, we're going to join with the standing single crochet in the 4th single crochet before any corner group. 1, 2, 3, 4. In we go there. Okay. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches. Okay, we're going to make a 3 treble cluster in the next stitch, which is the first of those double crochets. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1 and skip the next stitch, and we're going to do that 7 times. Okay, so there's our 7 repeats. So we end with a chain 1 and skip the next stitch, which is our last double crochet there. In the chain 2 corner space, we're going to make a 3 treble cluster, chain 3, 3 treble cluster. Okay, exactly the same as we did down here. Whoops. And then as you work down, 1, 2, 3, As you work down the other side, you're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, cluster in the next stitch, and again you're going to do that 7 times. Okay, so as you work your corner, you'll notice that most of your clusters are made into the front post stitches, so they line up with the previous clusters that we've made. Okay, and that last cluster, this one's made in the first double crochet, this one's made in the last double crochet, so they match up completely. Okay, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and we are then going to single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Okay, so again this time we're making single crochets all the way across. Let me just do that one. Okay, 2, 4, 6. Okay. And then it's single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, into the chain 1 space, and into the next 5 stitches. Okay, you're going to do that 7 times, and then when you get to the other side, after you've made the 5 single crochet, you will need to make 1 more, which will match to this. So you'll have 3 single crochets left unworked at the end. So you'll make your 5, which will come to there, and then make 1 more. Okay, so just carry on working all the way around. Check with the pattern if you need to. Okay, make sure that your stitch counts are all correct. Again, check with the pattern for that. Once you've worked all the way round, you are going to join to your standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay.